Hello everyone. Here in this video, we are going to cover the concept of file system. Everything is stored as a file in the computer system. These files can be application files or data files. Each operating system has its own way of controlling data internally. The operating system performs this management with the help of a plan known as file system. File system is a method of organizing and retrieving files from a storage medium. The type of file system is used to conclude how data and programs are accessed. It also finds out the level of accessibility offered to the users. Well, there are some different types of file system and we will discuss every type one by one. Let us begin with the FAT. FAT stands for File Allocation Table, a table that the operating system uses to locate files on a disk. Due to fragmentation, a file may be divided into many sections that are scattered around the disk. The FAT keeps track of all these pieces. In DOS systems, FATs are stored just after the boot sector. Now, the question arises here. What is boot sector? A boot sector is a region of a hard disk, floppy disk, optical disk, or other data storage device and is located at the sector 0 of the disk. It contains the information of how many clusters are there in a track. Moreover, how many sectors are there on each cluster and what is the size of each sector. Most hard drives require a process known as seeking. This is the actual physical searching and positioning of the read-write head of the drive. The FAT file system was designed to reduce the amount of seeking and thus minimize the wear and tear on the hard disk. Let us discuss some features of FAT file system. First is naming convention. FAT file system used by MS-DOS provides file name of only 8 characters long. FAT file system used by Windows 2000 supports long file name. The full path of file including file name can be up to 255 characters long. File names should begin with alphanumeric characters. File names can contain spaces and multiple periods. The characters after the last period are treated as file extension. Second is security. FAT does not support local and folder security. A user logged on a computer locally has full access to the files and folders in FAT partitions of the computer. Third is quick access to files. FAT provides quick access to files. The speed of file access depends on file type, file size, partition size, fragmentation, and number of files in a folder. Moving to the next type of file system, that is NTFS. NTFS stands for New Technology File System. It is fully supported by Windows 2000. As FAT, NTFS also has some features. Let us discuss them systematically. First is name conventions. File names can be up to 255 characters. File names are not case sensitive. Second is security. NTFS provides file and folder security. Files and folders are safer than FAT. Security is maintained by assigning NTFS permissions to files and folders. Security is maintained at the local level and the network level. The permissions can be assigned to individual files and folders. Each file or folder in an NTFS partition has an access control list. It contains the users and group security identifier (SID) and the privileges granted to them. Third is partition size. The NTFS divider and file sizes are much bigger than FAT partitions and files. The maximum size of an NTFS file can be 16 exabytes. However, the practical limitation is 2 terabytes. The file size can be in the range of 4 GB to 64 GB. Fourth is file compression. NTFS offers file compression of as much as 50%. Fifth is high reliability. NTFS is highly reliable. It is improvable file system. It uses transaction logs to update the file and folders logs automatically. The system also has an enormous amount of fault tolerance. It means that if transaction fails due to power or system failure, the logged transactions are used to recover the data. Coming to the last but not least, bad cluster mapping. NTFS sustains bad cluster mapping, which means the file system senses bad clusters or areas of disk with errors. If there is any data in those clusters, it is retrieved and stored on another area. The bad clusters are marked to avert data storage in those areas in Outlook. That brings us to the end of this lecture. Thank you.